I'm the Wolfman here for Barefoot Bushcraft, and I want to thank you so much for tuning into this video. Today we are here to talk about arguably one of the, the second most important tool of bushcraft and outdoor survival. The ferro rod. So this here is your average ferrocerium rod made out of cerium, which is Ce on the periodic table. It was discovered by a couple of Austrian dudes back in 1804 or somewhere around there. It revolutionized the world. It did all kinds of great stuff for fire starting, helped create the modern day lighter that we use today. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to take your ferro rod and kick it up a notch. Alright, so this here is a brand new cerium rod. We sell these here at Barefoot Bushcraft. We literally sell hundreds and hundreds of them a month. This one is by the brand name of Coghlan's. Of course, as you know, all the hardcore haters will say, well, there's different mesh metals, and there's different this, and there's hard ferro rods, and soft ferro rods, and all sorts of stuff. But the reality is, they all come from the same 2 or 3 factories out of China right now. So they're pretty much all going to be the exact same, other than some minor differences, again, soft and hard and different mesh metals, but for the most part, this is what we sell. And again, we sell lots and lots of them. Here's the problem with these rods, though, is they come with this striker thing, right? And a lot of times, bushcrafty guys will take the striker thing and they'll literally just throw it away. Because here's a used rod. So the new rods, of course, they don't spark very well because they have this bluing on them, very similar to like a gun bluing that they put on firearms and things like that. So the idea is before you use this, you have to scrape that off. We do have other videos on how to scrape it off. You can literally just use sandpaper. So this is a used, a much more well-loved ferro rod. This is this little thing. It actually has the word up written on it. I'm not sure if that's up or that's I don't really know. But anyways, you can see that it makes a little bit of spark, but it's not gonna make a lot of spark. Right? So it does okay, but a lot of guys, like I say, will just take those, toss them in the garbage. Then they'll go, you'll get somebody guys that like to use their knives, right? So this is my knife. The knife will work just as well if it has a 90-degree angle on the back. You see, you still struggle with it. See how much I'm actually struggling. I got a little spark, but very little. Now, again, that could be because my knife still has the bluing on it. Could be because it's not 90-degree angle. It is a high carbon steel blade. But anyways, the whole point to that is knife is not always the most effective tool. Then there's the Speedy Sharp that some guys will use. This is a piece of wolframite or tungsten carbide on the end. Let's open that up for you. And that does a pretty good job. Does a nice job of making your spark. No real complaints about that. And this is multi-use, so with it being multi-use, I can still use this now to sharpen my trusty blade. But I will show you what we recommend here at Barefoot Bushcraft. And again, we see thousands and thousands of students every single year. This is the DeWalt hacksaw blade. All right, so we see guys as young as 4 or 5 years old see mega success with this. Let me demonstrate. So again, take my ferro rod and see, great spark with this. Let's make one right from scratch so I can show you what I'm talking about. So there we go. There's the DeWalt packaging, right? I get a fairly high teeth per inch, or TPI, and the reason is you really want to rip it, right? If you get a lower TPI, it doesn't work as well. For whatever reason, I don't know what is that bimetal that is in these, but not all hacksaw blades will work as well. So these ones work really, really great. The next thing, you're going to need a pair of pliers, right? Your trusty pliers. Whatever it is, whatever pliers you want to use. These are super breakable, right? So I'm going to measure this up. I want it about that big. All right. I'm going to take this. I'm going to measure it out. Right. So see, this here says 10 tooth per inch on it. So that's what I'm using. I'm going to take it like that. Like I said, that's about the same as the factory one. So you want a nice width so it's comfy. Right. So I'm going to grab it right there with the pliers and check out how easy this will break. So I'm just going to pinch it with my pliers. I'm going to bend it to the left. And I'm going to bend it the other way, and look at that. It literally just pops off. All right, so let's try a brand new ferro rod, like I was saying. So this here's a used one. This here's the new one. It still has the coating on it, right? So we'll see what kind of spark we get. You can see it burning right through that coating. You're going to get a little bit of spark out of it, but check it out. Next level stuff. DeWalt teeth. That's better, and it's brand new, and you can still see that it's got this, taking the coating right off of that, right? Let's try it on this side, just so I can demonstrate how first it rips through the coating, and you get beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pieces of that. Again, well-loved one right here. There we go. So you saw how easy that was. I literally bought these blades. You can, if you buy the 2-pack, right, you can get 1, 2, and then 3, 4, so you can get 4 of these out of them for your ferro rods, right? You can throw that in. What I do is mine, I have a little piece of high-vis on the back of it so I don't lose it. Throw it in my knife pouch or whatever. I suppose theoretically I also have a little tiny saw blade if I ever need one, but for the most part, that's it. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There's how to take these cheap piece of junk, not working so well, ferro rod strikers, and take it up to the next level. Again, this will work on any ferro rod, any brand. The Coghlan's are unusually inexpensive. We sell them for about $10 at Barefoot Bushcraft. You're going to take your DeWalt brand. Again, many other brands of these little blades may work. We've tried a bunch of different ones over the years, but there's something in that DeWalt brand that seems to work much, much better. You're going to cut it to length. You saw there was nothing to cutting this. I literally grabbed it with pliers and I just bent it, click, click, and it's done. And you were going to get some really amazing spark out of it, and really, really kick it up. Like it will really throw spark. Much, much better than the little factory thing. Much better than your knife. Many people don't even really want to use the back of their knife because they're afraid of the ferro rod doing some damage to the tempering or whatever reason. Doesn't really matter. So that's that. So I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Now please understand, this is called a ferrocerium rod. They are often incorrectly marketed as a flint and steel. There is no flint in this. Flint is a rock. It's an actual physical rock. And there's no steel in this. There's iron or ferrous, which is Fe on the periodic table. So it's a ferrocerium rod, not a flint and steel. Although funnily enough, the package that these come in when we get them right from Coghlan's Canada says Flint Striker right on them. I don't understand. Anyways, if you have any questions about this, you can definitely get in touch with us on Facebook. You can send us a message on our Facebook page. You can get in touch with us on Instagram. You can, of course, go on to the barefootbushcraft.com website right there if you have any questions or you're interested in taking any of our courses. So again, I'm Wolf for Barefoot Bushcraft, and I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Please consider subscribing.